Hey bookworms, welcome back to my channel, or welcome generally if that's your first time here. Today I'll be talking about Travels in the Scriptorium by Paul Auster, or the way I like to call him, Paul Oyster. That sounded better in my head. Anyway, it's kind of funny because I was positive that this book is brand new and I was very excited because I thought finally I'm going to be doing a review of the book that's actually new, but it turns out this book is 11 years old. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I saw 2006 and I thought it was 2016. I have no idea. But anyway, books don't have an expiration date, so it's okay. So, Travels in the Scriptorium by Paul Auster is about a man who, to all intents and purposes, is called Mr. Blank, who one day finds himself in a strange room. He has absolutely zero memory. He has no idea who he is, what's this room, why is he there, how long has he been there, etc. And as you can probably imagine, most of this book is dedicated to how both he and us as the readers finding out little by little about what's going on, and most of the times getting more questions than answers, but eventually trying to find out what's going on. Now, I only read one other Paul Auster book in the past, so I'm definitely no expert. However, I do think that this book is best read as some sort of an allegory, even though it does have a plot line that you can follow. There is nothing fantasy, there is nothing science fiction or magical in this book. However, if you try to read it as something realistic, it will feel very strange. I also talked to a girl who works in a bookshop and she hasn't read this book, but she said that from customers, people either really loved this book, thought it was absolutely amazing, or really hated it. And personally, I think it has something to do with this book being really strange, and that's why I'm saying right now, before you go and read this book, that you should consider this as some sort of, fable, or at least an allegory. So what did I think about this book? I'm leaning toward the liked it other than dislike it. However, I don't think it's the most amazing, innovative book that I've ever read. It didn't change my life or anything, but I was definitely intrigued by it. It's a very unique book. I really like the concept. I like the way Paul Auster kind of builds the tension there. It's a very short book, and I will tell you that I've guessed right at the beginning what the big reveal is going to be, and the answer to the big question, what is this room and who Mr. Blank really is. But it doesn't matter, sometimes you just guess these things. Like I said, I really like the fact that this book is unique, and I liked Paul Auster's style of combining between things that can really happen in our reality and things that are really weird, some sort of combination between fantasy and reality. However, this book is not perfect, and now I would like to share with you some things that I liked less about this book. The first one is that this book is strangely overly sexual. It's never been revealed how old Mr. Blank is, and people have their needs, which is fine, but let's just say that we get to find a little too much about what's going on with Mr. Blank's penis, if you know what I mean. The second thing has to do with the big reveal, who Mr. Blank is, what's this room, why is he there, etc. It happens at the very end of this book, and like I said, this book is a very short one, and for me it felt a little too abrupt. I could have done with 1 or 2 pages more just to close everything up. Like I said, I guessed it right from the beginning, but still I would have liked to read a little more about it. It seems like this book is building and building towards some sort of a climax or some sort of a big plot twist, but eventually you're left with so many things open, although when you find out what's really going on, you also realize that it doesn't really matter that a lot of things are left open, and I'm really hoping that doesn't sound too much like a spoiler. If right now you're thinking of a plot twist in the style of the movie The Village, don't worry, it's nothing like it. So overall, I really liked Travels in the Scriptorium. I thought it was a very unique and interesting book. I can't wait to read some more Paul Auster books. If you have some recommendations, please write them down in the comment section. Generally, I'm a person who really likes strange and unique things, so that was the book just for me. But if you know that you're one of those people that if you don't get 100% of information, that will drive you absolutely nuts, think twice before reading this book. Also, like I said, it's important to know that this book is strange. This book is no fantasy or science fiction, but weird, and therefore I think should be considered as an allegory. I think it's important to know that before you start reading this book. Otherwise, you might be disappointed, or you might think that this book is just plain strange. So that's it for my review, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to click like, and if you feel like more, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do book-related videos every other Friday, and I'll see you next time on my next video.